atu Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagofen. Baruch atu Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yishon v'litzvayno, v'rotzavonu v'shavat tzotzoy, v'avu v'tayishim lanu, v'goroynu ma'aseh v'reishim.
To all those races, colors, and creeds, every man bleeds for the countless victims and all their families.
Why show?
Of the murdered, tortured, enslaved, raped, robbed, and persecuted.
TTY show. How are you today? Today I want to talk to you about getting yourself ready for the things to come. Prepare yourselves, embrace yourselves for impact. Now, one thing that I want to say is, it's a good day to be alive for every single one of us, even though it's evil everywhere we lurk. It's a very good day to be alive. We still have eyes, still have ears, we still have hands, and we still have feet, and another day to be productive. Some of us out there, we lost our jobs, lost our house, lost our cars, and in this reality that we live in, within this matrix, this grid, this illusion that was created by the thoughts of evil, this illusion that was created but worked by us, tilled by us, when we leave ourselves dry. This illusion that was created, that we live in. Don't give up. Now, one thing I want to talk about, as far as getting yourself ready. Many of us are familiar with what many talk about as far as the Illuminati or, these conspiracy groups out there, the ancient origins of them and, dates way back. But keep in mind, there's a root to all these things. Right now we have the Patriot movement going on. We got a lot of movements going on, a lot of protests. I'm not saying that anyone should stop. But this thing, history keeps repeating itself. History has repeated itself over and over and over. This is not the first time there's been a revolution. It's not going to be the last time. From what I believe, the root to all of these things that occur in time right now come from the thoughts of evil, the wicked, the ones out there that claim those who give themselves. Okay, what I think is within this illusion that we live in, there's what's the word? There's an outer shell, I would say. There's an outer part of all this. We live in this society that was created, but there's a realistic way of life that was given to us. Our birthright, our birth life that we're set on a course to live. We weren't made to be wearing clothes. Some are going to disagree with me, and I know. You can't believe that the fact that if we were supposed to have clothes, we would already be born in them. That probably doesn't mean anything to a lot out there. But to me, that means a lot to me, and it makes me think about those things constantly. These clothes are just creation. These cars, these material things are just creation. And we use, just like we're being used. If you're controlling type, if you're a type of person to control people that you control are going to control other people. That's what I believe, and that's a lot of what I've seen in my life. Now, we live in a government that's controlling, and we're controlling. We live in a government that takes advantage of us, and we take advantage of everything around us at the expense of our atmosphere, at the expense of the animals, at the expense of, they want food production. They use us as a product. We use the animals as a product at all costs. Some people poison their animals and poison their own bodies and will poison their friends and their family via vaccine, via food, and can go to sleep at night. The root of these things that continually go on, spiral from a root that's from far back, comes from evil that has a name that our words can't put a point on, can't pinpoint. It's dangerous. In these times, we should be getting ourselves prepared. Come together as groups, loving each other. Because anything that we touch that comes from evil has a curse on it. And we're going to take that curse. And we're going to work that curse and let the curse work through us. And everything that we touch is going to turn into death. Love your friends and your family. It's never too late. Buy food. Store it up for 6 months. Buy everything you can. Learn how to make Learn how to make, things that you feel like you'll need. There's so much information on as far as crossbows, as far as, self-defense, just things that you feel like you'll need. Because if you don't take advantage of it, whether you want to use it or not, because I wouldn't want to hurt anybody either. It's better to have it and need it than to need it and not have it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I got that wrong. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Okay, got it. So much information out there. Free energy cells. Look that up. I'm sure everybody's familiar with this. Get together as family and friends and find an emergency evacuation plans. Look on the maps. Figure out where you can go. Figure out places that are very secluded. And draw out a plan on a map. Keep your ears open. Get yourselves prepared. Don't give yourselves to this illusion anymore. That's our great danger. That's where we fall. Giving ourselves to these evil things. We work. In my opinion, if everybody in this country stopped working, the ones that say they truly care about us, as far as, in this matrix, the politicians, the presidents, the secret societies that stay hidden, they wouldn't be hidden anymore. They'll come out in the open. Our government will openly charge us, just like they did with the Indians in the older days. Because their plan is to constantly program us and make us go along with their plan. Okay, the Indians, they were killed and murdered until conditioning. The Africans were killed and murdered until they were conditioned. The Caribbean, the Caribs, they were killed and murdered until they were conditioned. We're so conditioned in so many ways. We live a life of so much falsehood. We're people. We're human beings. Okay. A person will live their whole life and not know why they are here. A person will live their whole life and call themselves, if you ask them what they are, the first thing to come to their mind is their profession. They will say, I'm a lawyer. Their name. And they wouldn't know anything or have anything to say about what they really are because of the things we seek in our lives. Those things that we seek in our lives and we die with. That's what binds us up for our whole lives. But yeah. So in a little bit I'm gonna take a short break and get right back to you. But
I know that the sun will come out.